This is going to be a special apology video that I want to make for my sister. Okay, so you might remember my sister. She's only been mentioned and has been seen a few times on the Hutchins Hut, but this is my penultimate apology. My penultimate apology to my sister and my only sister, the only successful family member of the same blood who was able to take the time and herself and sacrifice herself to make sure I was able to succeed where mom and the fathers had failed. And the brothers that are both racist on the East Coast, again, that's why they failed. So, here is my penultimate apology. I am sorry for doing everything that you didn't want me to do, despite the fact that, yeah, I would have been a little egocentric. Sure, it just kind of comes and goes. But at the end of the day, you realize the reason I was, being egocentric and all that is because I was raised by one of the greatest egocentrics on the earth. Eric. Yes. So, also, I'm not trying to sound like a braggart McTaggart, but it's not that I like to control you just like Eric does. I'm not Eric, I'm Daniel. And though people want to assume that I am Eric, I'm not Eric, I'm Daniel. Despite the fact I have two more Erics to fill in the gaps when the first Eric had failed. Here's Eric, my dad, who I just dad, comic book universe dad. And then there's Eric the second, Bell's socialization. The only reason I would return back to the crummy place we call York, Pennsylvania is for Eric the second. Well, yeah, Eric the second, Eric Jeppard. Him and his dad opened up the door for me. They gave me lots of great gifts, and they opened up their doors and allowed me into their life, despite the fact that I'm not the same name as they are. But that's okay, because deep down, I was the most down-to-earth dude that has ever been and has ever will been. Also, there's the whole complication between Hiram G. Andrews Center, or its real name, Commonwealth Technical Institute, because Pennsylvania is also named the Commonwealth State, or the Keystone State. But, again, my ultimate apology for all of the people, including my sister, and my recently acquired brother-in-law and extended family of kin. Remember, guys, remember, trust in the comic book universe. Put a little bit more faith into it by remembering to spend at least a minimum of 3 hours of the universe a week. Only 3 minimum hours a week. That's all I'm asking, guys. I'm a very simple, straightforward kind of dude. And so, I wanted to say, I'm sorry, Sarah. I'm sorry, Jocko. I'm sorry, Mom. I'm sorry, Dave. And I'm sorry for everybody else who I might have triggered and offended. Because deep down, I am the most down-to-earth dude that has ever been. I also wear a shirt underneath the Carolina Gamecocks sweatshirt I'm wearing right now that says, I am the nicest asshole you'll ever meet. People say, why do you wear that? Well, let me tell you a little history lesson. I could be an asshole sometimes, just like Eric was, like my father is before me. So, yes, that's how deep and philosophically I can go. Down a rabbit hole, just like Alice in Wonderland from 1951, who also came back a few short months later to play Wendy on Peter Pan. She is, I don't know, in her 80s, and she's been retired from the role of Alice, handing it down the generation to generation. And yeah, she's doing really fine, because she is so fine. She's exquisite. She's exquisite. Now that is a college level word. The word of the day is exquisite. It's a very, 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 very super awesome word that you can use to describe a woman or a lady or a lassie that describes beauty. The word of the day is exquisite. That is the word of the day. Also, today's lucky numbers are 13, 17, 21, and 24. Those are your lucky numbers. And today's letter of the day is the letter B. B for baby. That is the letter of the day. Also, we want to thank our unofficial sponsors for this episode of the Hutchins Hut and the Daniel Show. We want to thank our unofficial sponsors. We want to thank our unofficial sponsors, Coca-Cola Zero Sugar. We also want to thank our other unofficial sponsor for today's show. We also want to say not only Coca-Cola Zero Sugar, is it real Coke? Yes, it's real Coke. Also, we want to pay special homage to a favorite fast food restaurant, or favorite fast food restaurant of many favorite fast food restaurants. I would not say it's my favorite anymore, but it's still up there, up in my heart, because I love and appreciate it. Despite the fact it's been declining since. Our other unofficial sponsor for Hutchins Hut's episode today is McDonald's. Yes, now you can go get yourself the McRib, a nice cold Coca-Cola, and if you really want to go silly, you get yourself a holiday pie, baked with a nice, yummy, delicious vanilla custard. And if there's one thing we do love about 1920s and Great Gatsby and F. Scott Fitzgerald and Ella Fitzgerald and Zelda Fitzgerald, if there's one thing we love about the 20s besides those references alone, it's vanilla custard, baby. Vanilla custard. It's vanilla pudding, but it's better. It's not pudding, it's custard. And boy, oh howdy, it is one of my favorite things about it. If I lived back in the 20s and 30s, you can bet your bottom feeder that I'd be there. I'd be filling up my ass, going to the Great Gatsby parties on his mansion on Long Island, and I would be like, hey, I like to see a little bit of some flappers. I like to listen to some piano and some jazz music and saxophone on the street, and like the lively scene and the shimmering decorations. Come on, man. I always like to say, if Great Gatsby was a real person, if he was alive today, he would be right on up there as one of the oldest men to ever have lived this earth. I mean, hey, sure. So is Captain America, Steve Rogers, and his best friend, James Buchanan Barnes, who a.k.a. Bucky, brainwashed by Hydra as he fell off a train and was Winter Soldier, then redeemed himself in Infinity War. So we're just checking the oh, you just sliding that next to the freezer? Yeah, what's up? Yes. Yes. Yep, sounds good. I was just trying to make the penultimate apology video to all you and all the other friends of this universe. It's a penultimate thank you apology to everybody, including you, the family, the crazies, and all the non-believers and people who, like I said, it's a penultimate apology. And it's got to be one of the best episodes I've ever done. Thank yous. Thank yous. Did you send them over by the door? They're not over here by the table, but let me just pack up the Daniel Awesome computer. Well, it's not the final Daniel Awesome computer. Don't forget, I also have to pack up the super awesome Daniel computer. It's not the best computer, but hey, at least it runs a browser and does, my Canvas assignments and crap like that. But at the end of the day, you realize. But then again, this is the penultimate send-off, and it's like I said, I'm probably going to hit 2,000 uploads probably by next year. But again, I don't know like the exact number unless like I go on my studio, I can find the exact number. But I'm getting really close to 2,000 uploads. I don't know, maybe I should do a 2,000 video special like GMM or something, I don't know. Maybe I could dress up really nice or something. It's supposed to be really warm today. Very, very hot. Because I don't want to be a loser like you. Daniel Hutchins is mine. Move aside, bitch.
So yep, it looks like it's the end of the road. It's the end of the rainbow. Yep. Woot!
This has been a Hutchins Hut production. Please make sure you are subscribed.
I don't know why, but somehow Max Rebo has survived. Yeah, he survived. Now he's in Australia. AI.
My glasses! I can't see! My glasses! I can't see! Oh, thank you, Patrick! Thank you!
This has been a Hutchins Hunt production. Please make sure you subscribe. If you don't subscribe, you'll be sorry. So go subscribe. Go subscribe!